at work. I just want to show you this real quick. I picked these two lights up around the corner. I seen them yesterday, but I was racing the rain, trying to get home before the rain, so I didn't have time to stop, swing, pick these up and bring them over here. I figured, well, if they're still here today, I figured if they're still here tomorrow, I'd do it today, so I did it now. I don't know if James will want this one for the shed, probably not. So these will probably just be scrapped, but there's some other little bits of steel over there that I'm not going to bother with. Because it's steel, I don't want to bother with it, so these are nice ones, nice and heavy, so they will be staying here until I come get them, either tomorrow or Sunday. So just want to show you that real quick. Alright, so back dumpster driving. Did my usual little check. I'm about to go look at fire, but I noticed there's a roll-off right there and then the normal dumpster, so that's good. And the roll-off I can see is full. And there's a semi-trailer next to it, so there must be moving crap in or out or whatever from the other space, because the fire is two separate places. There was the fire in front, and then there's some like storage place in the back, because I seen a couple of months back that they had sold the back half to the fire so, and I see a roll-off over there, so I'm quite excited to go see what's over there. But first I'll show you this real quick. I wanted to take a break, so some stuff, a couple of things out of door, these couple of pieces, a little bit of wire. There was a nice sheet of glass in there that every time you moved it just kept breaking, so I couldn't really check it too much. There was a bunch of bags. I could tell there wasn't really anything else in there other than what I found, but I did have to do a little bit of digging to find that little bit of wire in the back there. Little piece of chain right there. I got that from baseball. And at the kitchen place across from door, I thought there might have been something good. I seen boxes in there for new faucets, but no new faucets. It must have been what they were putting on whatever kitchen appliances that they sold. But I'm really excited to go around the corner here and see what fire's got in this roll-off and in the dumpster, so let's go see. Alright, I looked in the actual dumpster. It's packed. There's this cord sticking out right here. I see a toaster right there. There's that piece of dryer vent right there. I haven't even opened the other door yet. There's that sticking right on top. Sorry, I got you in the zoomed in version, but oh yeah, dude, this it's loaded. I haven't even looked at the roll-off. Oh, I see a bunch of cables back there. Oh, this place is loaded. Alright, let's get digging. I want to switch that roll-off too, actually, while I'm at it. Take a look over here across the parking lot. I'm curious what's in it. It's kind of big. See, is there a ladder on it? Sort of. Oh. Bingo right there. Yeah, oh, it's got some stuff in it. Alright. Oh yeah, it's got stuff in it. Oh, it's loaded. And so is the dumpster. I might call James. See if he wants to come out here, because it's loaded. So I'll see if he wants to come out. He was out back playing around with fixing stuff. Too bad the other trailer's got crap in it. I tell him to bring the other trailer. Alright, let me get looking. I'm going to call him. Alright, I want to show you guys this real quick. We're over at the roll-off now. I already took a load back in this second load. Microwave, small one. Got another Xbox 360 with, and there's two Microsoft power adapters, so that's great. Even look at this. I mean, look at this. A brand new nunchuck. Who the hell never opens the nunchuck? And actually, speaking of which, where the hell is the Wii? We got a nunchuck, but where's the Wii? Oh, wait, that's got some weight to it. Sorry about that. What is this? EV receiver, something missing a knob. But anyways, good stuff here in this roll-off, that's for sure. James was going through it while I went and returned that first load. Box of cables and stuff, doorknobs, some just miscellaneous stuff. I don't know what he thinks I'm doing with that. Well, alright, so I had to help him with that real quick. That thing's cool, but there's nothing in it, so that's gonna go back in the dumpster where it came from. But yeah, there's all sorts of good stuff here. Doorknobs, wires, cables, kind of just some, miscellaneous stuff, but Nice, like I said, nice little microwave. Brand new nunchuck. There was a different electronic thing that I already took in the first load. It was a 5 CD or DVD CD player. We actually own one, but it's sitting in the closet. That's our dad's. Ceiling fan. So there's the blades. I'm gonna snap these off. Like I said, we're gonna load up, do round 2. Oh, I see another big electronic. Keeps going, huh? Up in there. Here, you want to show them?
Yeah, try to show them. About fucking foot. Up there we have space heater. Another big sound thing. Looks like another space heater. I'm not even sure what that is yet. Woo. Dang it.
Alright, so hopefully that was a good enough show. So there's probably gonna be a third load out of here. We'll see what we can discover on the bottom of the dumpster, of course. Because of course this thing's completely full and probably half the good stuff's on the bottom. That's usually how that works. So we'll see what else we can scavenge out of here. Alright, so it's Monday afternoon. So I'm gonna quickly go over all the stuff that we found. I kind of left you guys off in the middle of the dumpsters, in the middle of the dive yesterday. So there's this box. There's this box and this box, and there's that box in this box that's got wires and small electronics, miscellaneous stuff. Oh, I didn't even see those. Those are, look like radios. Those might be worth something. And then there's these. That's there's these 2 amps, stereos, I don't know, something. I haven't quite paid attention to what they were. There's a 5 CD changer that's downstairs. James is gonna keep that. That works. He's gonna keep that for downstairs. A couple cans of spray paint. What was it? This one sounds pretty. One of them I know sounded pretty full. The other one, not so much. Yeah, these ones don't sound that full, but little first aid kit thing I just grabbed. I don't even quite know what's all in it. I don't even quite know what's all in these boxes. James was fetching them out. This one I can see is mostly cords and stuff. This is just got some door stuff in it. This fan. It's just got all sorts of crap. This is something, a motor that James ordered for that was shipped with just this, carpet padding around it. It came damaged. He was waiting on a message back from the seller. That was Saturday when that came in. There's those 2 lights. This old Craftsman toolbox. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. I haven't noticed if there's anything in here. I didn't look. No. Ow. That was my finger. No, nothing in that. Oh, there's that right there. That's a door push for a big, heavy steel, like, fire door. I don't know if that's all new and complete or what the deal is with that. This is that stuff that he bought, that he's gonna, a pallet that he bought to flip. This battery-powered Ryobi, battery-powered Makita, that Ryobi pressure washer, that Toro recycler, that backpack blower. There's the bags for it. So he bought those to flip. So there's that. There's what's left of the hoverboard that James happened to find on his way back from running with the neighbor. A bunch of these. Of course, the box is broken. But there's these small trash bags, which are small little 10-gallon ones, which will work for especially for the neighbor. A lot of times when I go to cut his yard, I gotta pick up after the dogs, so that's good for them. There's another one of these power boxes for security system. James kept the other one. He probably is gonna keep that. This is the stuff from the first load. Whatever I shoved in there. There's more stuff in here. There's this. It's kind of broke. You can hear it wriggling around in there. Air purification system. So that small microwave that I showed you. I gotta get to that. Box of cable. There's this, which looks like it's nice aluminum. Whatever it is. I say just all sorts of crap. So that pretty much is the summary. All sorts of stuff everywhere. A couple things to sell. Oh, the Xbox 360, that works. Works just fine. And there's the 2 power cords. So I'm gonna sell the Xbox, the one Xbox 360 with the power cord, the other one, and sell the other power cord. There's the nunchuck, the brand new Wii nunchuck to sell. I don't know if this is worth anything. I haven't looked it up. I scanned the barcode on this. Nothing came up, but I don't know, something intrigued me with that. I haven't looked this up either. I'll look it up in a minute. So that's pretty much the summary. It's just a lot of stuff to go through, which is what I'm going to do now. Also, these bottles from our neighbor, I got to go through these. I'm going to go through these as well. Deal with those. Oh, there's this big piece of steel that I think James wanted for these plates, because these are nice plates. So that to deal with. Oh, there was this little bit of expanded metal that he wanted as well. And I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm gonna go through all this stuff now and get it dealt with. Because as you can see, there's so much stuff in the shed that it needs to be dealt with. So I'm gonna go through all this stuff, deal with it, see what I'm gonna look up the electronic stuff, and James will probably try and test them in that. If not, those will just be scrap if they're not worth anything, or they don't work. And it's pretty much simply just going through all this stuff. So we'll see how long this takes, and we'll get going through it all. Alright, well, let's turn that off for a second. Alright, so I've gone through everything, and it actually wasn't really as good as I thought it was. This is the bin of cords and other kind of just miscellaneous stuff out of the box, just the scrap pretty much. There's all these, there's some bags of different stuff James will want, nuts and bolts and that kind of crap. And this is the eBay boxes, these 2 boxes. That's junk. But there's all these, whoops, oh, just throw that everywhere. Anyways, I looked up these Logitech speakers, and these are actually, looks like they're valuable. Logitech, oops, THX. So if they work, that's some good money right there. I didn't look these up, but I'm assuming these will also be good, because there's also the THX. So I'm assuming those will be good. But then there's this. There's these boxes of TCOM radios. TCOM radios. I'm assuming these are like, you know, police and fire radios. That's what I'm assuming these are. And then there's this one. I looked in the box. It almost looks like it's brand new. Like, it almost looks like a brand new radio. It's got the wiring, the mount for it. And when you look at the radio, the only thing that makes me think it's not is because of that. But this looks like it's brand new. Of course, that's the radio number and the date, the actual something that's actually important, I'm sure. But look, it looks like it's brand new. I haven't looked these up either. But I'm not even sure if I can sell them because they're radios. Oops, whatever. I'll fix that in a second. Because they're radios and you can't have them. Because obviously they can transmit, so you can't have them. Or like you could have them as a scanner, but like if you they wouldn't transmit. Of course, I don't know. I don't quite know what these are. Discount 2-way radio. I have to look these up still. I don't quite know what these are. Very nice though. Well, nice aluminum. So they are very nice. This, maybe I kind of got to do a little more research. I scanned the barcode for this. It didn't even come up. These I didn't look up either. I just figured, or I'll look them up later. So I figured I'll deal with them later in the house. So that should be pretty decent. Little box of speakers. I looked this up. This isn't worth that much. AV receiver, AVR X1100W. This one's not as good. A lot of parts listings for it. This one's maybe, I don't know, $100. The other one I took in the house. I just took it in the house after I looked it up. It's worth like $300. It's the same brand, but it's like a $1,400, I want to say is what it was. It's pretty similar to this, and there's listed. It's like that's just probably $300. Even as is parts, maybe like 200-ish. Maybe I got to do a little, more definitive research, but it's $200-300 one. So I took that in the house. Obviously, I don't want to leave that lying around out here. The CD exchanger thing, I don't think that's worth anything that James has got downstairs. I don't know about that. I don't know what he's doing with these lights either. But like I said, so I took the other one in the house. That was a good find. And then actually the subwoofer that we were just going to take for scrap, and I was going to scrap it yesterday. I've seen a lot of them. A lot of the listings for the speakers also have this. So actually I have to look this up and see if this is going to be worth anything. And then maybe test it, see if it works. And I remember yesterday I was dragging this by its power cord. Now that I see that it's worth money, oh my god. I was dragging this by the power cord across the yard. Cause I guess I should explain. I left it out in the middle of the dumpster. So we took everything to the stash hole, or a little stash spot that's over there. And then we called our neighbor. He was eating dinner, so but he did come. But he was eating dinner, so he wasn't able to come right away. But as we were going, or I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So as I was taking the second or third load or whatever over to the stash spot, as I'm coming up the street and going to make the turn, here comes a car that's coming down the street. I'm like, oh great. James said the car kind of just came, it just went down and turned around like they were lost or didn't know where they're going. Because that's what it is. It's just a little dead end loop. There's nothing. There's no other streets back there. And then when I went over to the stash spot and looked behind where the kitchen place is, there's a fox over there. So I'm thinking, oh great. But anyways, so we wrapped up doing the dumpsters and then took everything over to the stash spot. And like I said, we called him. He didn't answer me right away. As I was going back to get the other load, that's when he called me. He said he's eating dinner. He'll be ready in a little bit. So I figured, all right, we'll take that other load of stuff over to the stash spot, and then we will just take take a couple of valuable things right now, head back to the house, and then he was done, and then we went over and picked it up. So that's kind of how that went last night. So, like I said, I was dragging this by the power cord across the way, and this might be actually worth something. So I'll have to see. So there's definitely a lot of stuff, not a ton of scrap with it. A lot of it's more on the resale side. This is aluminum. So like I said, I gotta look this stuff up. I plan on doing eBay stuff Wednesday. Is when I was gonna do some eBay stuff. I wanted to deal with this now. So probably Wednesday is when I'll really start looking this stuff up. And me and James will probably test this stuff tonight. Because like these speakers are different, yeah. You need speaker wire for them. So I think you need these to go with them. I'm not sure. Of course, I don't know. It's got a freaking monitor cord, so I don't even know really what I'm looking at. That's what research is for. Oh, anyways, that definitely was the best score of the year right there. That was definitely a score last night. This, I didn't look up. I probably won't even bother because it's got this on it. Contains mercury and dispose of after 3 years or whatever, so I don't even know about scrapping that actually because of the mercury in it, but I guess we'll find out. This doesn't have a motor in it. This I'm pretty sure is just junk. As you can see, it's thoroughly marked, no motor. That's probably just scrap. I didn't look this up, but this might be just scrap too. Because as you can see, there's that floating around in there. That does not belong. I don't know. Yeah, it's an ozone machine, so I'll look it up. It might be worth something. This, I gotta get to scrapping. I gotta get through those bottles still. So, that's about it for right this minute. If there's anything else, I'll bring it back.